Hello, and welcome to another video in our series about the instruments used in lion dance. Today, we are going to explore how the drum adapts to different moments in a choreography, also known as arrangement. Just like a story, a lion dance choreography or arrangement has a beginning, a middle, and an end, with challenges to be overcome through this story. The music, especially the drum, plays a very important role in highlighting these moments. These elements create nuance that help tell the story. We'll talk about four key moments in a choreography and how the drum can vary to match each of them. Those moments are the lion's entrance and its greetings, the lion falling asleep, the lion waking up and searching for food, and finally the closing. So let's start with the entrance. The choreography usually begins with the lion's entrance, which is a moment full of energy and impact. The lion usually makes three bows to show respect and gratitude. This ritual is deeply rooted in Chinese culture, where the number three is considered lucky, symbolizing harmony and balance. On the drum, this moment is marked by strong and steady beats, often using the pattern known as three stars, which you saw in the previous videos. The sound is majestic and grabs the audience's attention, setting the stage for the story that is about to unfold. The drummer can also use variations to create dramatic effects, especially when the lion approaches the audience, or the altar, or a guest of honor watching the presentation. Let's imagine the lion is coming in. Actually, it hasn't entered yet. The music usually starts before the lion arrives in the space. So there's a moment when the musicians, not just the drummer, will make some kind of signal to catch the audience's attention and start a rhythmic pattern, like, for example, the three stars beat. As the lion comes in and it gets closer, this beat may change a little rhythmically, following, of course, how the lion is moving within the space. So let's imagine the lion. This is a moment when the lion, just like a cat, for example, when it arrives somewhere unfamiliar, it's just analyzing the space. So the music needs to reflect that feeling of suspicion, discovery, like what's going on? And of course, these always follow the lion's nuance and movements. And after this entrance, we go on the greeting. After the lion walks around, after it gets familiar with the space, it makes a bow, a sign of respect to those present. Usually, this bow is done in three directions, but obviously, this can vary depending on the lion dance style we're talking about, or even on the choreography itself. But overall, we are talking about three main bows. And the bow beat that also varies from school to school. Normally, the lion will make a bowing movement and then lower its head before returning to its original position. In these moments, the drum can use a few variations, right? And like I said, each school will have its own way of presenting this. But in general, let's imagine we are following that standard approach, where the lion is still getting to know the place and is about to perform the greeting. The drum or the cymbals need to give some signal so the lion understands that now is the time for the greeting. So when we make that signal, the lion will stop wherever it is and will prepare to the three bows. In some styles, that greeting is done like this. And then it repeats for the next direction, where it bow again. That's the moment when the lion actually make its bow. And finally, it will perform the third and last greeting. Once again, this is just one variation. There are other schools or even styles that use an additional crescendo like this. But they still follow the same structure.